Peace, y'all. It's your girl, Camson the Oracle, one half of Remnants Gathering, and I'm going to share my personal readings with y'all. Um, um, my palm reading, my natal chart reading, and also just a general reading that resonated a lot according to the day that I was born, which is the 24th. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I just made a compilation of all of the things that I have learned about myself. And it is really, I'm sharing this because I feel like it's important and significant. And I feel like it's not only going to help clients and future clients to know what type of energy they are interacting with when you get a reading with me, a spiritual consultation, or whatever. But I'm also sharing this because I have not, I've been dimming my light. I have not told people certain things. I ain't told y'all a lot of stuff really. In meditation, I found out that I was a goddess of love and beauty. That I have a lot of similarities with the Queen of Sheba. That my name, soul name, one of them, which is Kimket Karu, I got that in meditation. And keep in mind, y'all, this was prior to me knowing anything. I didn't know anything about Heru. I didn't know anything about astrology that much, my natal chart. Like, I knew none of this stuff. But everything that I have learned about myself on my own has been confirmed by people that I consider to be experts, definitely professionals and really good at what they do. So I'm going to put the links in the description of everyone that I use for these services, because it was right on point. And I believe in uplifting other people, especially my sisters, my queens, and other awakened souls. Like, I really do believe in sharing the light, even though I've done that too much. Oh, and one other thing. Oh my goodness. So y'all look, y'all know my story. I'm going to do more story times because my life literally is a movie and a half, probably two or three movies. But being raised and dealing with narcissism and abuse, it did teach me to dim my light. It made me not like attention. It made me also feel like being proud of myself was a form of arrogance. And so I shifted into, this person who never pat themselves on the back and was afraid to let my light shine and just show the world the beauty that has been embedded in my soul's essence. I have been hiding myself. I've been like a turtle in a shell. So me sharing this with y'all is triggering for me because it's making the program come up that you're being narcissistic, this is arrogant, this is vanity, this is prideful. Here you are talking about how pretty you are. I mean, I know y'all can relate to some of these things. I would even intentionally try to not be attractive, whether it was to prevent sexual abuse, rape, or getting that type of attention, or if it was to make other people feel better. I never wanted to look better than other people. You know, I would belittle myself and I would intentionally do things to not draw attention. It's crazy. So I'm doing this to heal myself of that subconscious program.
He my motivation, I'm his inspiration. We get information, so we elevating. Daily meditating, nightly levitating. Loving hella patient, building like we masons. Embracing the dark side, remember the day my heart died. Then was my moments in dark times, pulling my light from the inside. Reversing the curse, who lit it in this? Rehearsing the verse, let's get to my bliss. I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. Wait, hold up. Ponder that for a minute. I just created a moment in time using my mind, and you was up in it. Auric feel like chlorophyll, green like my heart chakra. 100, you know it's real. Harmonizing, we are the opera. You don't never let none stop you. Ebb and flow be so aqua. Aquarius, low cold lava. Elements, I show Baraka. Spitting fire like I'm a dragon. Cancer's tribe, we bandwagon. Ernest tribe is tied to mine. Widow gang, we clan bragging. I guess
I don't know how to pronounce it. I think I know I spelled it wrong. Like, so I don't know if that's a S or a U. How can you confuse the S and the U? I don't know, but yeah. He was born in September on the 24th, 1979. Okay. So, give me a second while I pull it up on my laptop. I apologize for taking so long. I am just starting an astrology business and managing it by myself. I didn't really know I would be doing it till I was doing it, and it's been kind of challenging fitting it into my life and the schedule because I got a baby and he will F up the whole situation. So it's good that I start warning people about this ahead of time in case I have to get him, because yeah, he kind of throws things off sometimes when he in a bad mood. But we're not going to speak on that. I'm going to assume that this is going to be a nice reading, easy and flowy. 5:24, not 5:23 a.m. It's interesting because I know on your birthday you say born in 79, but I looked at your picture on your email and you look really young for your age. And in your chart I kept seeing like a lot of beauty aspects that indicate you're really pretty. So I can see that because you definitely don't look like you was born in 79. No offense to nobody born in 79. Not to say y'all old, you know. It's just like 11 years older than me. So that's why I'm like, you know. Okay. Alrighty. Virgo ascendant. So you got three main pillars to your personality that I talk about. I talk about a lot of them, but three main ones are the main ones that represent your personality. But so your rising sign will be Virgo. This is how you appear to the world. This is like your public persona. I ain't gonna say your public persona, but just your way of socializing will be your rising sign. And your rising sign is in Virgo. So you appear and you come off as a Virgo woman, which is like well put together, very conservative, reserved. And it's an earth sign, so they really grounded down to earth, but kind of like introverted. I don't know if I said that already, but you know, Virgos, they talk, they're social, obviously because they're ruled by Mercury, but they're very observant, very observant, reserved, self-critical. So you can criticize yourself like on the smallest things. Like I got this bump right here, Virgo be like, look at that. It's just, they just pick the smallest thing and they'll just keep looking at it, worrying about it, thinking about it, because they're a sign of the perfectionist. So you're big on being a perfectionist, being perfect. So these women like to dress, I ain't gonna say perfect, like, but they look to be together. They like for stuff to match or things to like coordinate, especially you because you got Venus in Libra. and the sun in Libra. You are a Libra. And it's in the second house, which is ruled by Libra. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beauty is important to you, I think, or looking good is important to you. Looking put together, looking balanced and coordinated, like I said. You be in order with your behavior. Like you're very, Virgos are very analytical, logical. They don't just do random stuff. They have to think through stuff. Extremely mature. Virgos have a very mature type of vibe. You probably act older than you are. So yeah, you probably always have. So yeah, I can see that. So your sun is kind of like right in the middle of Virgo and Libra. Now, of course, you are a Libra, but you do have Virgo type tendencies, and not just because of that, but because that's your rising sign. So your sun is like right in between Virgo and Leo, which means you was born on a day that Virgo was ending and Libra was starting, or like it was within days of your birthday. And then you also got Saturn on that ascendant. So yeah, you're very reserved. You're very controlled. You're very critical of yourself. They analyze everything around them. People with Saturn on the ascendant, and they analyze themselves. They're big on keeping structure. Like they very rigid in their beliefs and in their persona. So they don't leave a lot of room to just be like open in themselves, and not themselves, not because it's not that they ain't themselves, they are themselves. It's just that they self is uptight. It's not like you don't let loose really. You're very mature acting at all times. So your child spirit is very much tucked away. So let me see. So being a Libra, you are a peace lover. Libras they like for people and things to be balanced. And any unbalanced Libra will create imbalance in their environment. So it really would depend on you and how balanced you are with your emotions, how balanced you are, you know what I mean, and how peaceful your life is. And I do feel like you good at this, looking at your chart. See, yeah, some Virgo shit right there. I just did. Because I got Virgo in the 10th house, which is like my career and social status. Now, if this wasn't my job, I probably wouldn't care about that eyebrow right now. So, and you have Virgo in your body, in your image, in your self projection. So that's how you are with people seeing you too. Because the first house and the 10th house kind of like, but anyway, I digress. Libras love beauty. That's a big thing for Libra. Now, it don't really matter because some Libras are introverted, some are extroverted, some like to be around people, and some don't, and they kind of switch up at different times. But that's one thing about Libra that don't ever change. They like beautiful things, they like elegance, they like all the high quality, luxurious stuff of life, and they like romance, and they want even romance to be pretty and shit, like in their mind about like what it is and what it's supposed to be. It's always with all the beautiful stuff, like what's the word? Life's earthly pleasures, stuff like that, or bodily pleasures, smells, or clothes, and they like to get along with people and have beautiful interactions. Like it's just beauty in everything with Libra. It's not just like clothes or like stuff like that. It's just that they like beauty in life, the pleasures of life, things to feel good to themselves and the people around them. So I hate this shit. I'm not going to do this right now. But I know you feel me, though, because you're a Virgo rising. I know you feel me. Oh, my gosh. So you could be big on the way you appear to other people. I kind of like that. So you can be, like I said, a perfectionist with the way you appear to other people, or want to appear to be very perfect to people. Like I'm doing with this lock right now. But that lock out of line completely. Like it's completely out of line. And it's my fault. I totally understand that. But the fact is, something had to be done about it. So that's what happened. So you have a Scorpio moon. So this is how you react to things on an emotional level. Scorpio moons are very deep, intense, feeling people. Every emotion is of a very high nature. And then they can suppress it. They can hold it in. Like they feel it very strongly and they can control how they express it. I don't like how my eye look right now. This is all really Virgo shit. I must be channeling you. Just kidding. I used some eye drop, and I feel like it gave me a lazy eye, and it's making me feel weird. Anyway, so yeah, very strong emotions, but very controlled with how you express them. If you express them, you probably don't express them unless it's something that's like love or sex, because Scorpio moons are sexual people. Yeah, Mars and Cancer, especially when you're in love, it has to be with love, though. Like, I feel like you're very. I don't feel like you got any. I don't know. You definitely sexual. It's funny, though, because when I think about you, for some reason, I get like the image of the Virgin Mary. I'm like, that's the way you project yourself to people. But you do. Okay, and you got Uranus in the third house with Scorpio. So there may not be so much sexual as it is the way you communicate. You could have, what's your Mercury? I feel like you got a beautiful voice. I do. That just kind of came to me looking at what I just looked at. Something about your voice that's like something. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint it, but I think it sounds good. You know, I don't know what you do if you sing or what, but I think you got a nice voice though. Yeah. Part of me think you sing. If you don't, then you probably are. You could be like a poet or something about communication, like you're a beautiful communicator. You could be very fair and balanced, sweet and kind with your words, and intelligent, creative, nurturing, artistic, like that really sweet teacher that all her kids is in love with her type of lady. Feel like you could be that. That I. Sun conjunct Venus. So you yourself can be beautiful. Like I said earlier before I started. Pleasant vibe, very cool, calm, laid back, feminine, very feminine, soft spoken, just elegant, all that goodness, and stylish, like have a look together, you know, and soft, like I said, goddess energy. That way, that's what I meant. It was very sweet of me until I got ratchet again, but goddess energy, basically. That's what I see. North Node conjunct ascendant. Yeah, so your soul's purpose is to be yourself. And in the past life, I feel like you was very self-sacrificing. So you brought that a lot of that energy over to this life. I don't know if you believe in past lives and all that good stuff, but it's like pretty much energy that you already innately was born with, which In spirituality, we consider to be past from past life. In religion, they just say, like, I don't know what they say. I don't think they have reasons for people being certain. No, I ain't got time going there. That was totally off topic. North Node conjunction statement. So yeah, like in your past, in general, you could have been very self-sacrificing, and just gave a lot of yourself. Like, it was hard to separate who you are from other people, or doing for yourself above other people, or whatever. So in this life, you are supposed to be of service to yourself. But you are going to be a nurturer naturally. And if not a nurturer, then an entertainer. And somewhere along the lines, both would be really good. Nurturing entertainment. Is that a thing? Or like a babysitter that sings to the kids or something? Like, I don't know. That's so random. That is just so random right there. But it could be anything on the scale of something like that to, let me see, being famous. I feel like North Node, like on the ascendant, can be famous, especially if they balanced with it. Pretty close to Jupiter. And for some reason, when I looked at your chart, I got out of nowhere, like, this is gonna be, what do I even have to say it for? I don't have to, but I will, because I got it out of nowhere, and I might be onto something. But anyway, you got this placement that kind of looks as if you may have been adopted, or like something about your family is very, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know if y'all like psychic or got a gift, like spiritual gift, or okay, or like your father was not your father. I know that's totally off from what I was naming, but that is a possibility with something that I've just seen. Doesn't mean necessarily, or the people that raised you weren't your parents or something like that. Or the people that raised you have some type of hold over you in some type of way, as far as altering your beliefs about something or something. I don't know. I don't know what that could mean, but I'm finna do some cards for you. Gotta be back. Sweet, loving person. Ultimately, that's what I think. That's what I see. Very big on getting things done. Have an interesting job or career, but something pertaining to spirituality or something, possibly. Can be a very structured parent as well with your kids when you have them, if you have them. I'm sure you have them. Okay. There will not be anxiety about trouble. Okay. So pass. Don't allow yourself to get too drawn into relationships and having anxiety about other people and what they got going on, and your emotions and compassion and wanting to help people. I feel like I ain't even read all your. Yeah, did it. But I feel like you attract a lot of people that need help, like needy people, possibly, because you offer a lot of service and dependability, but I don't think that's past life stuff. Like, that's past energy. You have to be moving into being a more self-focused individual. Fourth house, what makes you feel secure, support in the home base? Is it your home? Is it your folks? Is it your children, your husband? They super needy and dependent on you? Is that what it is? I don't know. I think that's possible. But do for yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. That's very, like, big. Pay attention to your health, which I think you do. So just take care of yourself, you know? Because that's what you should definitely be focusing on to reach fulfillment mentally, emotionally, you know, spiritually, all that good stuff. But that was your reading, Miss Common or KHAMSIN. Common is pretty, but I think it's KHAMSIN. Is it KHAMSIN or KHAMSIN? Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm not getting closer.
So if you're doing that, well, you might just be never learning how to do it solo first, never learning how to be that whole person, and thinking you need something that exists outside of you, when in reality you're going to get it after you get what exists within you. And so but the skills that come out of this are amazing, because like the 5 before you are a channel for something, and the 5 is a channel for like the universe, for astrology, that kind of stuff, but you're a channel for unconditional love, meaning you don't even have to put forth the effort of love. You naturally will bring it through you. But it won't come through you if you're blocked, if you're unhappy, if you're jealous, if you think that you just need one other person to complete you and you haven't completed yourself. Once you've completed yourself, you take in all of that unconditional love, and you become very encouraging and supporting, and you don't have to be the biggest nurturer in the entire world. You don't have to always do that, because you are you're giving love out of yourself. You're already, I guess, you're a nurturing vessel. You stand there and people see you as nurturing, so you don't have to go out of your way to do that. And then love will come through out of your nurturing body, which puts you into a very balanced situation, giving you a lot of internal power, as long as you're not looking for it externally. And of course, once you have it, then you're going to get the pick of the litter. The people who are going to appreciate you and love you they're going to be lined up around the block for you, and you're going to get to feel like, which one do I want? Which lover will not completely, but give me that kind of happiness that I want, that connection to another person? Because your skill of channeling this great love is the greatest power in the universe. It's better than powering up over somebody, and it's about knowing you have love inside of you, that your heart is beating, and that you are a powerful being all on your own, and you were chosen to carry out the task of this great love into the new age and into the world. So that is your skill 6, and I will talk to you